Here's the deal, guys. This energy is extremely intense right now, right? I mean, we're literally in the middle of two eclipses, with the other eclipse, I believe, coming up on the 21st. It's a partial eclipse in Virgo, which really could work to your advantage in so many ways. But how you have to use this energy is consider the energy equivalent to like a narcissist, or look at the energy like a villain in a sense. It's not, but I mean, just, or the density of it. Because some people are acting out of their lower nature. It's not everybody that's acting that way, but some people are just kind of allowing themselves to be overtaken by their impulses. Your conviction has to be stronger than the conviction of the narcissist. Not literally. I'm just saying, like, think of, like, if you were dealing with a narcissist, for example, like, your conviction in order to outsmart a narcissist or overpower them, your conviction would have to be stronger. That is the same way that you would want to deal with this energy, in the sense that you don't want to let your guard down. You really want to stay committed and fully 100% in on your manifestation. You don't want to be like, okay, I'm done for a moment and I'm just going to take a break. You don't take a break on your state of being, right? Whoever you are right now, you don't take a break on, because you just show up as that person. So you can't take a break on the identity that you are embodying, the identity that you're not calling in, but that you're aligning with. Even though at the same time, you will feel intensity and you will feel like things are at moments overwhelming. Allow the space for that. It's okay. That's what happens during eclipse seasons. It's just what's expected. Your job is just to, if you have to process, release, and then keep steady in your state of being. Keep steady in your state of being, even in your process of release. You never, ever, ever let go of the state of being. Even if you do, you get right back in it. Because this energy is like everything all at once. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but it's like the energy of, and if you know the tarot, here's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the Eight of Wands, right? Where things are moving so fast that it's hard to pin the energy down. So there's this really fast, almost like instant manifestation energy, right? But that energy can turn into Five of Wands really quickly because it's so fast. And the Five of Wands is like spiritual warfare. It's like where all the wands, instead of them all going in the same direction, they all of a sudden start turning in on you, right? So because they're going so fast, when you have energy that's moving so that fast, you don't want to like constantly change your mind and be in confusion all the time and like be flippant. Oh, no, I think it's this. No, I think it's that, or because something's happening in your reality and it doesn't feel good or it's not going your way, all of a sudden you're changing your manifestation again. That is when you create the spiritual warfare in your life. Like, that's when you leave yourself open to that Five of Wands energy, where now all of a sudden all the wands are like turning in on you, coming from every side. And it's so easy for that to happen too, because also there's other people in your environment. So like, if you even let up a little bit, sometimes other people in your environment can become a wand, if that makes sense. Wherever there's a leak in your container of your energy, it's like that one of those wands can sort of try to pierce through. reflecting somebody else's thoughts or energy towards you. So it's just really interesting how energy works, and I've studied it for years. But so with that kind of energy, with things moving so fast, and the way that you actually ground this energy and pin it down so that you can actually create something, or everything's already created, so align with a timeline and experience it in your physical reality, is you have to be the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords in the tarot is like where you have this mindset at all cost. Like, no matter what happens, this is what I'm going to do. No matter what. I don't care who, what, when, or where. Nothing is going to get in my way, and this is what I'm going to do. Like, you have to be steadfast about it. Because right now, and really all of 2025, I mean, that energy has been very similar to 2020. I remember getting that message before 2025 even came, that this year would be like that, where it'd be real dense. And but see, the thing about when energy is really dense is, and what, the powers that be in the country, in a lot of countries, what they know is that when you have a lot going on in the country, or in the energy, when it's really heavy, there's also opportunity because of polarity. The law of polarity means that the opposite of that density. So when things are really heavy and like, I don't know, just a lot of things are happening where it's like, oh my God, one thing after another, and things are falling apart. And, and on a global level, that's been happening. There's also the complete opposite available to you. And that's when some people really capitalize because they are aware of how this works. That's when some people really make huge strides in their career or their health or just whatever area that matters to them, because they understand that when you hit a really low low, you also have the potential to hit a really high high, if that makes sense. Because the opposites are always available. That's why when they say the opportunity is always in the challenge, or the solution is also in the challenge, because there's the same thing, just different degrees on a scale, right? So focus is like incredibly important to be able to pin this energy down. And especially in this eclipse season, focus is incredibly important no matter how you feel. Like, it doesn't matter how you feel. I mean, it matters, as far as what you need to do about how you feel and what you need to understand about yourself, if that's even necessary. But it doesn't matter in the bigger picture, because it's only a moment. It's not a lifetime. Remember that. Like, this too shall pass. And it's just a moment. And in these moments, in this eclipse season, there's so much. It's like a boomerang. It's like the rubber band effect, where the rubber band goes back and then boom. You know what I mean? Like, once you let that go, you're catapulted out. And if you will use this energy correctly. So it's really, really important that you do. Don't miss the opportunity that's available to you.